Welcome back, everybody, to another Built for More interview. My name is Timo.
And I'm Ashley. You better smash that like and subscribe button right now.
Yeah, let them know, Ash. Let them know. So today we have a very special guest, a good friend, John from Side Hustle Experiment. John is an Amazon influencer who was previously an Amazon seller, so he does Amazon influencer full time. And he also has a podcast, great podcast. I'll be sure to link it down here below so you guys can go and listen to the many great interviews that he's had. So, John, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule. I know you're making videos earlier and joining us to talk about Amazon Influencer Program.
Of course, thanks for having me. It almost feels weird to be like talking to you like this because we talk like every day on Instagram. So it's a
Yeah,
little
for
bit
real.
more formal.
Yeah, I know that's why with Ashley too. Like she sends me a bunch of like 10 voice messages every day. Sometimes we just like let's get on these interviews. We're actually able to like talk to each other for a
Yeah.
little bit. But yeah, man. So really quick, for those of you that don't, for those of you who don't know who John is, I'm sure a lot of you guys know who he is. John, kind of give us a little bit of background on like because you were an Amazon seller, you were doing books, you had your warehouse, you had an employee. So kind of like walk us through your FBA experience, and then kind of what led you to eventually make the shift to the program to Amazon Influencer.
Yeah, so I started back. I got like I guess like Gary Vee did the flip challenge, and that's kind of how I started. I started flipping on Facebook Marketplace. I remember I got my first job, and I was supposed to get like a certain raise after a certain amount of time, and they were like, "Yeah, like that's not what we meant." And I'm like, "I need to be in control of this. Like, I can't allow like someone else to
Yeah.
control how much I can make." So then eventually, I found I flipped furniture for about a year, made like 15 grand just on Facebook Marketplace, rolled that into Amazon, started doing books. Eventually was just thrifting, eventually scaled all the way up, quit my job, got a warehouse, got into bulk books, then eventually got into online arbitrage. And then online arbitrage is just, it's a grind. A lot changed with Amazon. You know, a lot of people say, oh, you could just outsource the business. It's a little bit more difficult to outsource that. And just with restrictions and gatings and section threes or section fours, whatever they're called, it was just like, wow, like I'm spending 50, 60, sometimes 90 grand a month. And like to be Amazon to be like, all right, see ya. Like I started to get like, as I knew more and more people too, just getting hit with just like total BS. I was like, I don't want to do this. I kind of saw, I think it was Kyle. He stopped doing Amazon FBA. He's like, yeah, I just made 10K doing the influencer program. I was like, what? And then I started doing it, started doing like the reviews around your house. And like I hit it hard. Like I knew kind of Amazon FBA was like falling off a cliff. And I was like, I need to get off of this. But like that was my main income. So I was like, all right, I have to figure out how to incorporate this. And I think within the first, I'll just call it 8 weeks, I made like 500 videos just around my house. I like made that first 37 cents, like, I don't know, the first 5 days. I was super excited about it. And then I just kind of like, it took a long time to get to where I am now. I have just over about like 4,100 videos. So it's a lot of videos, but I mean, now it's a full-time income. Like it's an insane income. It's a lot less, I'm not gonna say it's a lot less work, but it's much
A lot
easier
less
work.
risk. A
A
lot
lot
less
less
risk.
risk, a lot less work. I mean, you're literally people are sending you shit for free. And you're just making a video about it. So yeah, I'm super happy I like did the influencer program and like, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, and I think I mean going back to selling on because I was selling on Amazon too, doing the retail arbitrage where I was going into stores, and then eventually I went to online arbitrage. But it's funny because like kind of when I first started this online journey, selling or making money online, I still had a job. But yesterday I took my son to the Lego store down the street, and Legos was one of the things I used to resell a lot on Amazon. And I remember going in there, and even the workers recognized me. Hey, you don't come here no more. Like, nah, those days are over. But like to John's point with the whole risk element of selling on Amazon, it's like you're spending 50, 60, 100K a month to make what you're able to make in this Amazon influence program to make the 5 to 10K a month. You're taking on a lot more risk because it is an inventory based business, right? So yeah, so what in the beginning when you started Amazon, right? You say you did 500 videos, like that was your goal. You weren't looking at carousels, you were just like, let me
No.
review. just everything around my house, right?
That was I think that I'm always very big on the 500 videos. It has changed a little bit, but I don't know, probably if I started again today, I would still do everything in my house because everything is in my house, and I would do it. It was more just, like, proof of concept. It's like, I'm gonna make 500 videos and then reevaluate. Do I like doing this? Am I making money? Because like you can't do like 50 videos and then like decide whether it's a good fit. Maybe the number's a little different now with the carousels and shit like that. Maybe 250 is the number, but I think you really need to give it a fair shot. And in my head, like 500 was that. Like, you see a lot of
Mhm.
people in the groups, oh, I made 100 videos. Like, it's like, dude, like that's nothing. Like, good job getting started. Like, I'm not saying it's nothing, but you know, I don't know how many videos Ashley has, but probably we're all over 4,000 at this point, and a lot of the big people making, like, 4 or 5 figures, 3,000, 2,000 videos.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
So in the
How
beginning,
long have you been doing it? Amazon influencer?
2.5 years?
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
of years.
And
So
you are at your highest point right now, right?
Yeah, this is the highest point.
Yeah, so same
outside
here.
of the Halo sales.
Yeah, outside of the Halo sales, oh, man, I don't know. Like, it does suck that it happened, but I will say, like, we've been talking about it for like 2 months before it even happened. Like, we were already planning, like so I had a strategy in place, like, this month I was cruising to have probably my best month. I knew Halo sales were gonna fall off, but, like, if it kinda just stayed there, I would've easily had my best month. Now I'm probably gonna just be above last month, which is a huge win based on Halo sales going away,
Yeah, because
but I'm super
people.
confident in the plan that I have now, moving forward.
Yeah, I kinda underestimated a little bit also, like, how much income, like, that today's fetch was actually bringing a lot and bringing all of us, you know? But, like, to your point, you kinda got ahead of the curve, right? Or ahead of the big change, because we knew this was gonna happen, and you took actions. What were some of the things that okay, so in the beginning, you were doing everything around your house, you weren't really doing carousels, right? And then you started doing the free samples, like, requesting on Career Connections, so
Yeah.
we'll kinda backtrack a little bit, and then we'll get into the
Yeah, so I did pretty much everything in my house, my parents' house, my sister's house, and then I did like a couple Airbnbs. So when I started, there was no creator connections. Like, you had to be like invited in, and like no one knew. Like, some people said it was time, some people said like no one really knew. Like, when you get in, like they're like, oh, like message customer service, and but, like, one day I got it, and then, like, the next month, literally everyone got access. So I was like, "What the hell?" But the next iteration was just, like, anything and anything from creator connections. Like, I was requesting like, you don't know what you don't know. Like, back then, it was more volume. It's like, the more videos you have, the more money you make.
Yeah, that's true.
It kinda was true, and, like, it kinda did work like that. Like, you put something up, you kinda make sales right away. Now, like, there's a lot more videos on every product or whatever, but that was kinda the iteration. Then I took it even more extreme because, like, I had that Facebook Marketplace experience. So I was like, "I don't even care, like, whether it sells or not. Like, I'm gonna start moving this stuff on Facebook." So I was doing like a couple grand a month on Facebook, just like kind of like moving this stuff. So I was like, that's a good strategy. Now it's a little tighter. Like, you're not getting like, I don't know. I haven't been hitting creator connections as hard as I used to because now I'm kind of being way more selective. I want to make way less videos and more money.
Mhm.
Because you had a whole system
Okay.
in place for I remember for, Facebook Marketplace, like, you'll post something on there, you list it, and then whoever wants it, you have, like, a little box outside, they put the
Yep.
money in
The
there,
box
it takes
outside.
the
Yeah.
and I laugh because, like, if I did that well, maybe not here where I live, but, in general area where if I do that, I think it's gone, including the money.
Gone. Cannot
Gone.
do it the way
That's
that you did it
Um,
here.
insane.
Yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah.
you so
I wouldn't do Facebook Marketplace. That box, like, changed the game for me because that allows me to be like, "Hey, I'm doing a podcast now." It's like, "Hey, the thing's in the box." Before I'd be like,
Mhm.
"Oh, like, you gotta come after 3:30 or whatever,"
or meet
or,
me
like, before
here.
this, or,
Yeah.
like, it's like 1:45, we're about to do this podcast, like, "Oh, I'm running late, I'm gonna be" I'm like, but, like, it's in the box, like, I don't care. If you don't come, I just go out in the box and bring it back inside, and we
So
have, like, a
you're
little camera over the box too. It's, like, funny to watch people, like, pick stuff up.
so, you were obviously uploading videos, but a big part of that also was you wanted to request stuff because you knew you could flip it on
Yeah,
Marketplace, and then you're
exactly.
generating money that way. So another but now you're not so you can still sell stuff on Marketplace, right? But now you're more like trying to grow your commissions and you know how to grow your commissions now, right? So your strategies has changed a little bit, would you say?
Yeah, the strategy's definitely changed a little bit, and it's kind of one of the hard parts about kind of how I was doing it, it's, like, very volume heavy. Like, lots of packages, like, cause like, it's not like you could just get the packages and sell it on Marketplace, right? Like, you just learn a lot too, like, I would say it was really heavy last year, and then it's like, you learn, it's like, okay, like, someone might have sent you something that's $500, but, like, the Facebook Marketplace person doesn't value that. Like, a great example was a mini fridge a brand sent me, brand new, it sells for, like, 150. I'm like, "Alright, this is an easy $100." But I didn't look at Facebook Marketplace, like, the highest priced one is, like, $60. Like, no one's paying you you could go get a mini fridge at Walmart for $60, that's, like, comparable, this one's not a brand name. So you, like, start to learn these, like, little things, along the way, like, no one cares about the brand of a wine cooler because there's no big, like, wine, maybe there is a big wine cooler brand. People just want a wine cooler. They're like, "Yeah, I'm willing to pay 300-400 bucks." That's a different customer than someone buying, like, a mini fridge for a dorm room or for their basement. Like, one person's like, "I'll give you 30 bucks, like, I don't really care about it, it's just gonna go to my basement." So, like, you kinda have to be smart like that, and I started to learn that a little bit more, and then it's like, "You know what? I'd rather make a majority of the money on Amazon and have Facebook just be like a
Those
backup."
siding.
Yeah, exactly.
So how are you liquidate? One of the issue, not I would say issue, but one of the things is clutter,
Yeah,
right,
that's a
Ash?
problem for me.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, even if you're buying stuff, you're still getting stuff to your house.
Yeah.
And one of the ways that I do it is I have a garage sale for my community here. So like I'll let once I have a lot of stuff, which I should be having another one real soon. I'll just I'll tell the neighbors. I'll go text them or I'll knock on the door like, hey, I'm gonna have a garage sale. I just want neighbors. I don't want no outsiders. Everything's gonna be $10. I had bar stools, like cigar humidors, a fridge. Everything's $10. But I'm trying to get rid of stuff.
Mm,
Oh, I think we made like $800 this last time. It was like 2 months ago we did it. It was a lot of stuff, and my neighbors are happy. My
mm,
wife's happy because the garage is decluttered, and a couple of extra $100 doing that. But mm, actually, you have a method of liquidating this stuff too, right? Or getting rid of
Yeah,
it.
I have a method. My method is I drop it off at the donation center because it's
Did you
hot
get a
as
slip
hell.
at least?
Yeah, I got slip. I
Okay.
got the slips, but you know what? It's really hot, like, to do any kind of it's over 100 degrees here right now, and, no one's gonna come to that, you know? I don't wanna deal with reselling, I just don't.
you
Yeah,
just need
I
to
agree
find
because
a
I don't either.
person. I literally you could test it, take a picture of, like, it could be a bunch of empty boxes or, like, wherever you have products, just take a picture and just be like, "Oh," like, just say what you do and be like, "I'm looking for someone to buy everything in bulk." That's how you
And
But
find
you
put
kind of
that
someone.
have to
put
have
that picture where?
a
Like,
marketplace.
on Marketplace, you just see, like, brand new Amazon items. That would be, like, the title, and then in the description, put, "Hey, I'm an Amazon influencer. All these brands send me packages. I literally open them, maybe use it once or twice, make a video, and I'm looking for someone to take all my products. Like, I'm gonna give you a huge discount if you're interested. This is gonna be great for, like, resellers, flea market people, if you sell on eBay." And literally, I guarantee you, you'll get someone.
But yeah, in your head, you kind of have to have a price range, right? Like,
So
okay,
what
I'm gonna
I
let people.
do so I'm very lucky, so, like, someone used to buy DVDs from me, he ran, like, a flea market, so he's, like, my liquidator. So how we have it set up is he'll pay me upfront $2 for every item, regardless, whether it's cost $9 on Amazon or if it costs whatever, and now, like, he's not getting everything. He's getting, like, the shit that's, less than $20 I could get on Facebook, but he's still getting some good stuff and he has the customer base. And then whatever he gets over what he pays me, so let's say he paid $400 and he made 800, we split the four. So he'll give me $200 the next time he comes. So I think that's
That's a
like
good
pretty fair
relationship.
and like, whatever.
Yeah. I think when you're so focused on trying to grow your commissions, like anything else, like I
Yeah.
think you just come up with some kind of way to liquidate it and be done with it. I also know people that go to bin stores, they have some kind of deal with the bin store. So I
Hmm.
got these boxes, pay me X amount for each product and you can have it. You can have it. I tried doing that, but the bin store was like, nah, we don't know where you're getting this stuff from.
Mm,
You guys is missing out because the thing is stolen.
they think it's stolen, yeah.
Okay, so now that you kind of like, I don't want to say moved away from like the reselling aspect of stuff because I know you still kind of do it at some level.
Yeah.
Obviously not at the capacity you were doing it before. So what's kind of been your main focus now, like going into 2026? What's your strategy now for this year, like with the program?
Right now, the key strategy is investing in products.
Buying.
That changed.
Yeah, I
That
dabbled in
changed.
it a little bit, towards the end of 2025 and,
Mhm.
like, kinda just tried some stuff out, made a lot of stupid mistakes. I was like, "Oh, man, this, like, computer charger, sells, like, 20,000 a month. Like, there's only 5 videos," and I was like, "I don't even have the computer that it charges." And it's just like no one wants to watch, like, either it's like a $20 charger, like, they're just gonna buy it,
Oh,
and
you
if it
just
doesn't work, they're gonna throw it away. It's like, "Oh, like, look at the little c" it's, like, so stupid. So I bought a bunch of those, and then I kinda started talking to Timo, and that's kinda where we were doing it, we're, like, buying supplements. That didn't really work because we kinda figured out no one's, like, really watching, or they're on, like, subscribe and save and stuff like that. And then we kinda came to the conclusion, we're like, "Alright, we need stuff that could, like, be demoed." And I think another big game changer for me is, like, everyone always said, like, I didn't get it. Like, I couldn't find anything because people are like, "Oh, only get stuff that has, like, 2 videos on the carousel." Like, the carousel. And then I was talking to Ben, he's like, "I don't really care about the carousel. Like, if you could make a better video than what's on the carousel, you'll place." Alright, like, I'm gonna give this a try. Sure enough, like, making higher quality content is, like, a big focus, and that has been a huge game changer. So higher quality and investing in products that actually, like, sell, has been, like, the biggest game changer. And, like, now it's starting to, like, take off. Like, I have, like, this, like, confidence, like, I'm knocking all
Yes.
you clowns off the carousel. Like, just wait.
Ashley, you look happy.
Well, because this is coming from for everyone that's watching, this is coming from somebody who was not big on taking that risk of
You're big on
investing.
samples, right?
Uh,
You're big on
he
samples.
Yeah, big
yes,
on
yes, he was running his, yeah, business off of samples, right? Like, that was what you so for me, the decision to invest was also very scary for me, and, I kinda just jumped in and did it, and at first, I wasn't seeing the results that Timo and Nikki were having, but then, all of a sudden, I
takes
started to see
time.
those results, and it was catapulting, so I'm glad to see that you're doing it too, and you're seeing good results with it.
It doesn't happen right away, but it does like
Yeah,
it has like a snowball effect, right?
a
So it's like
snowball effect.
it
It's
starts going
super
and then like
weird.
start to-
I bought this one product, and it was October of 2025. And, like, I was like, "Damn, this is gonna, like, kill." Like, it only has 4 videos on it. It wasn't creator connections. This was, like, the first stage, and, like, I got the video up, and, like, the next day, like, the campaign ends. I'm like, "Shit." Like, I didn't check that, and then, like, nothing really happened to it. Like, I didn't really make any commissions, and, like, literally, I think this February all of a sudden it's like placing and it's selling every day. There's a creator connections campaign for it. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, it's absolutely insane. And like, I've noticed that in like some other products too. It just takes time. And one thing I will say about the investing thing too is like, it's definitely a moat because one, a lot of people aren't going to buy stuff. They don't want to buy stuff. And I'm not recommending you got to do like what's best for you. Like, I was used to spending 50, 60 grand a
Mhm.
month on product, right? So it's like a little different. Um, but I also found like the samples is great. Like I still like go on Creator Connections, like request stuff and do stuff like that. But one of my biggest takeaways from all of it is like the only way to really guarantee like your product pipeline and to really control your time is to invest.
Mhm.
I literally did, I saw something I wanted 6 in the morning, the other day, ordered it, it came to my house by 11 in the morning, made the videos at 12, they were up by 2, made a commission yesterday. You
Nice.
can't do that with free samples, like, it just doesn't work that way, and now it's just, like, the speed, and then it's like, if you wanna go away on vacation, I could spend 2, 3 grand tomorrow, put all the work in, work my ass off for a week, and then, like, not do anything for, like, 3 weeks and let them all place on the carousel. So I like
It's
that
amazing.
control.
Yeah, it's amazing how that works. Another thing to add to what you're saying is when you handpick a product, right? And you see this product has opportunity. And I don't know what you've seen, John, but I've seen tons of products with opportunity. It's just I can't go after everyone, right? It's impossible because for one, I don't have all the money in the world. And second, it's just different products require a different setting. Maybe snow here it doesn't snow. It might require I seen like a forklift seat cushion or whatever. I don't have a forklift, so it just wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
But um I see a lot of opportunity. A lot of
Same.
more than people actually think that there is.
I think it also ups your mindset and your game, cause like, now, like, you're buying something, like, the other day I made oh my god, it took forever, like, I had to install something or whatever. I feel like I'm more proud of the videos that I make now. Like, I'm like, "This is a good video." Like, I feel good about this.
Facts.
Other
That's
times, like,
fact.
"Oh, I didn't take this supplement, I can't even pronounce half these words," like and, like, it results in, like, no sales, like, not surprising. But it's like, I, like, think, like, I'm making the video like, I made, like, 5 videos that were, like, almost 10 minutes each. And, like, it was one was a compare and back and forth, like, "Oh, shit, I gotta go get that scene," like, so frustrating, but in my head, I was like,
Yeah.
"No one else is gonna do this."
Yeah.
Like,
That's how
I'm
I
gonna get
feel
on that
too.
carousel, everyone's gonna look at
Yeah.
that video, and they're gonna be like, "There's no way I'm doing that. I'm not buying 3 of this, putting it all up, take" like, no one is going to do that. So, like, in my head too, it's like, well, you spent, let's call it $200 on all this stuff, like, you gotta make the $200 back. Like, time to, like,
Mhm.
step it up, make a better video, and, like, it's still in the testing phases, but, like, from what I've seen, it's like and I'm going after, like, big opportunities, like, things that are selling, like, 5,000, 8,000 a month, and it's like, man, if you could get on that carousel, like, you
You'll
are
be
gonna be,
cooked.
like, set. Like, it's crazy. But, like, with a free product, like, probably I don't did you sell on, Amazon, Ashley? Have you or no? Yeah. So, like, for me and Timo, it's like, man, it's just like sourcing all over again for Amazon. It's like, okay,
Mhm.
I get this game. Like, for most people, you get something for Creator Connections, you're like, oh man, it's $500. If you look at a Keep It chart, there are no sales on that product. So you think like, oh man, I'm gonna make $50 every time this thing sells. Little do you know it doesn't sell. Still like just knowing like all this stuff too, and like chasing these bigger opportunities is just it's more fun.
And a
Yeah,
lot
and
of
I
people
think
have
that's
Keepa.
why oh, sorry.
I'm saying a lot of people have Keepa, but they don't know how to use it. But I do
No,
have a
oh,
Keepa tutorial video.
that
Go
no,
ahead and
that's what I was gonna say though, and I
yeah, go
think,
ahead.
like, for someone like me that doesn't have any experience with selling on Amazon, Keepa was very difficult for me to
Yeah.
grasp. It was hard
But
for
now you
me.
understand it, right?
I understand it now, yeah, but it took some time, but I get it.
Yeah, so Keepa's powerful. It's a powerful tool, and I think a lot of people it's underused in the program, unless you have some kind of like Amazon FBA experience. But it's a
Mhm,
powerful tool. It's a powerful
It is.
tool at your disposal. You're able to find stuff that no one finds, be first to it. But also, we're talking about a lot about career connections and opportunity in career connections. But there's opportunity with products that don't have a campaign that are selling 8, 10, 20,000 times or units a month. So you have that high sales velocity. The commission might be 3, 4%, depending on what it is. But there's still opportunity to with these products that don't have a campaign, right? Would you say that, John? Are you looking at some of these things, or are you looking at just career connection only?
I look at both. So, like, one strategy that I forgot who told me about it, but basically, one strategy you could use is like if like I bought one thing that doesn't have a creator connections campaign, but sells like a ton, and I did a compare video with two other things in creator connection campaigns to steal traffic, hopefully, from that
Mm,
other video. Because like if everyone's going there, like all the stuff I'm buying now too is what I realized it has to have like, sales. Like, it can't be like this rinky dink, like, sells 50 to 100 times a month, from my experience. Maybe there's, like, people who are doing that and it works. It has to like, maybe at a higher price point, but, like, the stuff that my investments are really working on is stuff that's selling, like, thousands. And, like
mhm,
and I think that's the key to this whole thing. Cause like, if it's a popular product, for example, like, if everyone's like there's probably 3 microphones everyone is looking for on Amazon. Now, if you're on each of those listings, they'll be like, "Oh, this guy knows what he's talking about." Or you're doing a compare video and they're on this microphone and they're like, "Oh, he's gonna do the other 2 microphones I'm thinking about buying." Like, I might as well just watch this and then go make my decision on what I decide to buy. So I think that is, like, one of the bigger things too. You almost have to think, like, a step ahead of the
Correct.
people, and I do think there is some opportunity too for investment in other things. Like, I remember I thought I had the wrong, like, calculation set up in Oink for the commissions. I was using, like, Offsite versus,
Yeah.
like and I was like, because there was something I was like, "Bro, this 10% commission." You're like, "Dude, it's 5." I'm like, "Shit." Like,
So
I
for those of you
told
that don't know what we're talking about, Amazon Associates has their own commission rate card, they call it, and Amazon Influencer has its own. So what you're gonna do is to get the correct one on your Amazon on-site, you're gonna go to account, and then once you go to account settings, you're gonna go to view rate card, I think it's called.
Yeah, it's
So
view.
if you look at offsite and onsite, are gonna be different commissions. That's a misconception a lot of people have, but there's two different ones. Offsite is obviously more because of you driving the traffic, but with onsite, you can find that as well. So the commissions are like they're like almost cut in half.
Yeah, they're about half, and that's, like so I'm, like, learning a lot now about kind of you know, you just make, like, dumb mistakes and stuff like that when you first start, and I think with the investing thing too, which I don't know how you guys kinda go about it, but I think, like, you almost it's not a good, like, investment strategy, but sometimes you just have to have, like, this gut feeling. It's like, the Oink calculator, that is just kind of like an estimate like any software is, like, it's helpful or whatever. You have that, but then if you look at Keepa, it's like, "Oh, this has no sales rank," or this or that. You're like, "But it's like the number 5 in X category." Like, this has to be selling. Like,
Yeah,
everything, like, screams like all the data you're looking at screams like it's not, but, like, deep down, you're like, "Dude, it's like number 5 in, like, tablets." Like, this has to be selling a ton of stuff. Like, when it's, like, unknown sales, unknown rank, and just, like, from knowing, like, how things work on Amazon, you're like, "Alright, I'm gonna give this a shot." I think you have to be willing to, like, experiment. Like, I'm not saying you go, like, really big on stuff like that. Maybe, like, 10% of the stuff you buy maybe falls into that category, but, like, I don't know, once you get it, I feel like it's almost like common sense. You're like, "Alright,
right,
data's not saying this, but, like, I know, like, there's something here, like, it's worth testing. Maybe I'll put it that way, it's worth testing."
yeah. I really resonated with you when you said the gut feeling because I got that with this one product. It was a new product, okay? And so I wasn't sure if I should stay away from it because it's brand new. I don't like it didn't have enough sales history, but something inside of me was like, get that product, get that product. And it was over $100. It's gone on to make me like $3,000 or and it's still going.
hold
And
up,
I'm just like,
3,000.
yeah, I know it's crazy, but that's
Oh,
like, you
Damn,
know how, like, I jumped from 7K to then 9,002, and then well, actually, but then Amazon took money out, so it dropped me down to 8.7 is what it looks like now. But anyways, and then this month I should hit the 5 figures. A lot of that is that one product.
interesting.
would
Yeah.
you what was,
Our
like, kind of was it a busy carousel? Well, no, you said it was new, right?
No, but
New
so it
product?
was new, but the thing is, there was I believe it was 3 or 4 videos in the carousel. So that was another thing where I was like, I don't know if I should get this because, it's already considered saturated for something that I would want to purchase, but then my gut feeling is like, you can get in that carousel, just get it, get it, get it. And I walked away from it. I went to go make something to eat and I was still thinking about this product. So I was like, oh, screw it. This must be God. I'm gonna go get it. I got it
Nice.
and I did a good video and it's still
Did
there.
it start making you money right away, or
Yeah,
did it
it
take a little?
did. It was like 3 days later but it was like right away, like several sales right away.
Now, are you on the first spot in the carousel, like the top spot?
Top spot.
And it's a
Yeah.
full carousel.
Yeah, and I couldn't believe I beat this one guy that was on that carousel because his video was pretty good, but I made it better.
And so, now question, is your longer than his?
It is, and I made sure of that. I
It
went
kinda goes
30
back,
seconds
yeah, like,
longer than he did.
I'm starting to believe that even more and more, like, obviously, it has to make sense to make a longer video, right? Like, the product has to make sense. But if you do make a longer detailed video, like, you will get that placement. Not all the time, but that first spot, right, John? That
Yeah.
first spot on the carousel, from what I've seen and what John has seen, gets the most sales. I'm not
Mhm.
sure what it is. I'm not sure exactly how Amazon is, showing
I
it to
think
the
it's just
customer,
human
but
nature. You come to the page as like, "Oh, this is the first
pick the
thing.
first
Like,
one.
let me click on this."
Yeah, interesting. So you mentioned now you're focusing more on higher quality videos. So like what's your definition, or like how do you approach higher quality content? Like what's your interpretation of like high quality?
So for me, like, higher quality, I think is just, one, like, really looking through the listing. I think it's almost like doing, like, a little pre-work. Like, what do other people do on this listing? Like, who's on the top carousel? Kinda like, how long is their video? What did they say in it? What did they do in it? Like, "Oh, I noticed, like, it's pretty good, but, like, they didn't do this, or they didn't say that," or stuff like that. Looking at, like, the Rufus thing, a lot of the times, like, I have, like, this is not required, but I have, like, my laptop here, and then I have, like, 2 monitors here. So a lot of time, like, I'm filming on this one right here, and I have, like, an overhead camera too, so I have a 2 camera setup, not required, but, like, the product page is here. So a lot of the
Gotcha.
times I'm on camera like this, and I'll be like, "Let me show you this close up." I'll switch the camera, and the camera's looking down at this phone right here, and I'm like reading off the screen. So it
Yeah.
gives me like, or I have a Post-it note. I have a lot of Post-it notes that have like bullet points, and I'm just kind of like, "Oh, reminder, reminder, reminder." And that's
Mhm.
definitely like more helpful to kind of like get in there. So I think it's like just one, like, looking at the thing and kinda just being like, "What does the title say?" If the title says, "This water bottle is 20 pounds," like, I don't need to say it's 20 pounds. And I think a lot too, like, with product selections, like, I'm not watching a video on this $20 water bottle. Like, I'm just gonna buy it. Like, I know it probably keeps the water cold, like, it's all in the title, like, I don't need to watch a video on that. So more stuff, I think what goes is, like, stuff that needs to be shown, but I guess to your point too, just doing a little bit more research, kinda like planning the video out. Like, I'm not trying to make a longer video just to make a longer video. Like, I wanna make sure it's, like, valuable. And I
Correct.
think kind of sometimes too, before even doing research, I, like, unbox the thing and try to, like, put it together or do whatever it's supposed to do. I'm like, where don't I understand? Like, it's
Yeah.
not super, like, intuitive, so, like, I'm like, "Hey, like, when you get these, it's not gonna be charged, so, like, don't try to hit the button, like, go plug it in," stuff like that. So I think, like, just those, like, little things, and just the biggest thing, which could be super annoying, actually use the product, right? If you're doing a frying pan, like, I can't be sitting here next to my tree, like, telling you it's, like, 9 inches, like, that's not helpful. Like, put an egg in there, be like, "Oh, like, it moves around," or whatever the thing does, and I think that's, like, and I'm guilty of, like, making a lot of shitty videos, like, early on because people are like, "Oh, it doesn't matter. Like, just show the pan, like, you say 30 seconds, like, do a vertical video," like, all this, like, stupid shit that, like, I guess made sense then, but no longer makes sense. So I think it's just, like, answering people's questions, like, what questions would you have about it, reading some comments, using the Rufus thing. Um And yeah, just trying to like piece it all together.
So when you are, you know how you used to just bust out your videos, right? You would try to get like a big volume of videos. Now, how many videos a day would you say that you do?
Today, like I'm making 6.
That's still a
A
lot.
lot less than what you did before, right?
Oh yeah, a lot less. Like on a day like today, it would be like 20 or 30.
Oh,
I'd have
there.
to look
Okay.
back through the video counts. I think my average was like almost like 3 or 400 videos a month. This month, I don't even think it's gonna be might be like 60, 70. I'd have to
That's
look.
kinda
Okay.
where I'm at.
Yeah,
But it's
because
also that doesn't count. I do make multiple videos sometimes, so that doesn't count that. Or, like, if I'm doing a
mhm.
comparison video, like, that's not included in that number. Um, but yeah, a lot less volume, for sure.
Yeah, because the other day I did a 10-minute video and an 8-minute video, and just being able to edit those videos, it took a long time. So two was all I did, and there were several days where it was just two videos, but the commissions just keep getting bigger and bigger. It's like I'm not getting um in trouble for not doing my normal volume, which was always my
Yeah.
biggest fear. So it's a breath of fresh air.
That was the hardest part for me, like, I was talking to Rob from Oink, and he's like,
Yeah.
"I'm telling you, dude, like, it's gonna be weird, like, not making as many videos, not getting as
Yeah.
much shit, like, not being
Yeah.
like, I got 30 packages outside," but he's like, "I'm telling you, like, if you do better product selection up front, like, it's gonna be easier for you," and, like, I've like, I don't know, maybe I'm in, like, a fortunate position where I can, like, invest into products, but it's just a much quicker, efficient way to kinda just
Hmm.
start making money, get on the carousel. Probably the most annoying part is, like well, you guys don't probably upload, but I still upload my videos, but, like, it just takes longer. Like, Amazon's not YouTube, so, like, a 9-minute video is gonna take Amazon, like, almost I don't know. Yesterday, I uploaded a 15-minute video, it took, like, a half hour.
Yes. Now
And it's
that's
like,
annoying
it
too, which is
always
why.
errors on the first time you try to upload it. You
Yeah.
On
always
your
have to,
phone or on the
like
desktop?
on the desktop. I don't
Or
even
do you
know
It
if you
ever
it
get it like it's almost uploaded and then it says, "Sorry, something went
Yeah,
wrong and we can't,"
yeah.
and then you have to start
Every
all over
video I
again?
uploaded yesterday was over 9 minutes, and every one errored on the first. I don't know, like, just for me
Yeah.
personally, I feel like you have to upload the video, let it, like, kinda go, like, make sure, like, the wheel is, like, turning, and
Yes.
then when there's, like, a minute or 2 left, then tag the items.
Oh.
interesting.
I feel like you tag it early, it just, like 'cause, like, you can't tag the video until the video is fully uploaded, so it just keeps, like, like, so I think that's, like, part of it too, and then I'll do
Okay,
the
I'm gonna try
thumbnail
that.
last, and that
I'll
worked.
try
I
that.
mean, I don't know, that's worked for me yesterday. I was like, "Alright, let me try to, like, wait to the very end to, like, tag all of it," and that
Yeah.
worked.
Okay, cool. Long
Imma try
video
that.
problems, huh?
Imma make a over 10 so I have a product here in my house I made a video for, last year, and I'm on the top carousel, but there's a I never tagged the parent ACID on that. So I don't wanna tag it because I don't wanna
Yeah.
get I don't want my video because it's a saturated carousel, but my video's in the top spot. So there's one other variation of it. The top video is 19 minutes long, and the one below that, it's like 10. So I'll come back and I'll let you guys know if it works or not, but I'm gonna try and make a very good, well-detailed video on this product.
Mhm.
It has a pretty good sales velocity. So I'm gonna test it out. We'll see if I'm able to bump somebody off that
Yeah,
carousel.
make sure.
That'll be a good and it's here at my house, so I could just like set up the camera and just do inside. But
That's one thing
so
I
you
might go back and do too, is, like, some of the stuff in my house that's, like, higher end that, like, I did probably, like, a
yeah,
vertical,
because
like,
think
30-second
about
video
it.
or a minute video, like, go
You
back and just be like, "Hey, here's an update, like, I've been using this thing for, like, 2 years, and, like, here's what I like about it." Like, we have this, like, Ninja wood fire grill that, like, absolutely love. So, like, I feel like next time we cook on it, I'm just gonna take a video real
make a
quick
good
and, like,
video.
'cause then I'm like, "Oh, we're cooking this or we're cooking that," or what it just make for a better video.
And just so you know, I've been experimenting with that and it has worked every single time. Old saturated products that I've already done videos for, but I wanted to do another one and make a long detailed video because I have a lot of those too, the 30-second verticals. doesn't work anymore, but
And it's
yeah.
stuff's in your house because you think about the first time you went through your house, you kinda just like I look at my first videos, I'm just like I'm stuttering, I'm just like, terrible,
There's all
well,
this, like,
not terrible,
shit
but
in the
like
background, you're just like, "Oh."
yeah, it's just like, man, the lighting's all off. Now, given, your experience and, you kinda refined your skill a skill in doing videos a little bit better, the stuff's in your house, you can literally go back to it and look at these carousels and see where does it make sense to make a better video,
I think
comparison video.
a lot too comes down to also you could just make a better video because you've let's say you made something for, like, a year ago, like, you had a year of using it. So, like, you now have some more use cases. Oh, like, it's super annoying when this happens, or like, oh, like you should put it on this setting first, or whatever it may be. Or like, it's also good to be like, hey, like I've been using this for a year. I remember like everyone else is probably like, hey, like they're just taking out the packaging. It looks like shiny. You're like, you haven't freaking used that. Like, get out of here, type of shit. So, like, I do think that's like an advantage too. You can like really know how you use it.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, it's true though, because I bought a doorknob, um, and the there was somebody on the carousel, and this product selling decent. I think about 800 units a month. And the person that did the video, it's a doorknob. They're on the table and they're just kind of like showing, hey, this is how you put it on or whatever, right? I went a step further. And I was like, you know what? Let me take my doorknob from one of my rooms off, and then I'll show a tutorial on how to install it. And I did that, and I woke up to the clicks, like the sale, like whatever we can see. So to your point is I think making those more detailed videos, looking at what the competition is doing, because I'm very big on that.
Yeah.
Even if it's a full carousel, is it a full carousel of all 30-second videos, 45-second videos? Is it just unboxings? If you see that, you have to ask yourself, okay, can I just show this and install it? And like 9 times out of 10, that video is going to perform better than what's currently on there.
I will say video count is like total BS. Like I told you the one thing I bought on Instagram, via Instagram, and that one of the carousels had 600 videos on it. I placed within 48 hours of just making a better video, and like it's insane. That's something I invested in. But I'm like, holy smokes, like this is insane. Like,
Mhm.
it just doesn't matter. Like, I do wonder, like, what happens if it's like, all right, like, I come across your guys' videos, like, all right, they did 20 minutes, like, I gotta do 30. Like, you know what I mean? It's gonna like so ridiculous that like then Amazon's like, you know what? We're back to short videos. Like, we're kicking all. You know what I
But you know
mean?
what?
Like, I don't
Those
know.
videos, those videos, like I'm noticing more clicks on. Well, since I started using better thumbnails
Yeah, thumbnails.
and I started doing longer, more detailed videos, actually providing value. Those videos are doing better on YouTube.
Yeah,
Like I'm getting
same.
more clicks on YouTube, more views. I'm sorry, clicks. I'm getting more views, and people are actually clicking on links and buying stuff.
And buying.
And I'm
Yeah.
on pace for my highest month for offsite. This is just my YouTube channel.
Same,
So I
my
hit
offsite has, like, gone up too, like, significantly, and I do think, like, one thing that I noticed, I was doing videos yesterday, and, like, it requires, like, setup, so I was like, "Huh." I don't know if someone wants to watch the setup of, like, what I was doing. I was like, "I'm gonna film it anyway and, like, test it." And then, like, today, like, I woke up, like, kinda brought into my head, like, we were talking about installing the doorknob. Like, I'm not, like, super handy, like, I'd watch you install it and be like, "I could either do that or I can't do that." And that's, like, very valuable. Or maybe I don't wanna do that. Like, I see you do it, I'm like, "I don't wanna deal with all that shit." Like, I'll get something else. So I think there's, like, value in that too. Like, it
Mhm.
was something I was like, "Damn, like, look, the app just, like, literally walks you through it." And then someone's had to be like, "Oh, okay, like, there's an app." I don't have to read a piece of paper to, like, set this up, like, alright. So I think
yeah,
there's, like, little things to that too.
interesting.
Yeah,
It's
the litter box I was talking about, Timo? It
litter
it
box.
has an app that controls it. No one on the carousel even showed the app. So then, of course, I have an entire app tutorial to add into that video. Yeah.
Now you about to cut.
Yeah, because, that was it was complicated, like, it was a complicated thing, that's why I still haven't posted the video because 'cause I'm literally still learning about it,
So
but
let me ask you guys this. Do you okay, you guys been in the program for some time. You guys have in the past requested a bunch of samples. I have too. Request whatever and anything, just get videos up. Do you guys feel like you're working less or do you feel like you're working more
okay, so
today than you were, let's say, maybe a year ago?
for me, I feel like I'm not grinding as hard because, the volume of videos that I used to do, and it was such repetitive work, but I wasn't really putting work into it. Now, I feel like I'm working less, but with a purpose, 'cause I truly feel like my videos are helpful to somebody out there.
I mean,
Like,
it
I
makes you kind
wish
of proud to
when
do it
my
like that.
video for the cat box is done, I'm gonna wish that I had seen my video before I had to open that up and learn about it. Yeah. So with purpose. That's my answer.
Think
It's a
for
good one.
me, it might be it's, like, a lot less volume. I think it's definitely less, but I think, like, getting used to, like, like, putting these videos together a little bit more high-end videos. Kinda once I have that down, what I wanted to say before I forget, I think it would be interesting too, like, if you're making, like, these 9, 10-minute videos, like, for example, like, the thing I made, like, I think there's a piece of the video where so I upload everything to YouTube, but I think I could make another video, it's like, "How to set up X." And it's just the clip of that. Like, I think people are gonna be like, "How to like, they don't wanna know what's the best whatever, but, like, they wanna know how to set that up. So I think that could be another real easy way. I mean, maybe they've already bought the item at that point, but still, it's good for YouTube.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true. It's short. It'll be shorter too, because
Yeah.
if I see a YouTube video, I'm like, damn, this thing is 15 minutes long. If they see a shorter, like if you clip it, and let's say maybe it's like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, as opposed to like 15, 20 minutes, people are more likely to click on it.
I do think too, like, another point to, like of a high quality video, I think for most is, like, don't waste their time. Like, you have to, like, kinda hit them with, like, a hook, and that it's not like, "Hey, today we're looking at this water bottle." It has to be like, "I'm gonna tell you everything I love about this water bottle, how it like, a water bottle is a bad example, but, like, you can't just be like, "Hey," like, it'd be like, "Oh, this is just another unboxing video." Like,
My
I
name
would
is
say for
Timo.
the
The brand sent me this.
yeah, or, like, your thumbnail, I'm kinda, like, experimenting using different kind of thumbnails, but prior, it was a picture of me clearly using the product. Like, it's out of the box, like, it's set so someone's like, "Okay, like, he obviously, like, is using it." Meanwhile, everyone else is, like, a picture is, like with the box is like, "Alright, like,
But Timo,
did
we
they
gotta
open
figure that
it?"
part
Like
out.
yeah, so,
Well,
like, it's
my
definitely I think that is, like, a big thing too, like, if you're gonna go that route.
And that's how I always used to do my thumbnails. It was always my hand tinkering with the product, right? It was never my face in the thumbnail. But then McKay did some data and said that the ones that perform the best that people click on is the one where you're holding the product and you're smiling and it has like a good
You could
hook
do
on there.
some facial expressions.
Yeah,
That's what I do with that.
I always that was one thing I always do, like, if I'm doing for a water bottle, I'll be like, just some, like, weird, stupid face, or, like, I always clip it, I'm like, "You look so ridiculous." I'm like, someone's definitely gonna click on that because it's like, "What the hell
For
is going
sure.
on
And
over
even
there?"
like my titles, I kind of want to hear what you guys do is after the interview with McKay, uh, shout out to McKay.
Yeah.
It's the titles, like I use I let the customer know what they're going to be expecting, right? So if it's a product that showing them how to set this up, demo and tutorial, easy setup, or like, full review and setup, step by step. And those videos tend to do very well for me. And I look at like the watch time on it, like the average duration, whatever we can see, and people actually watch the video. They might not finish it, but they actually watch a good portion of a video.
Yeah,
That's what
my
I'm
watch
finding.
time is really high. Yeah. The
Yeah.
litter box will be like full demo plus how to set up plus app. It's gonna say something, it'll flow better, but it's gonna have
And then on the thumbnail, you can
all of
hook
it.
them with text and then, whatever it is that you're doing with the camera.
I think it's
For sure.
also
Yeah.
too, like, important when you're doing, like, the video, like, kinda like with the hook we were talking about, like, it's good to have, like, the headline and, like, I've been experimenting with that too, but, like, in the videos yesterday, like, instead of being in the first 10 seconds, like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna show you how to set it up, I'm gonna show you what it looks like, I'm gonna walk you through," so, like, they know, like, all that stuff is, like, coming. It's to
Beforehand.
be like, "Hey, like, we're taking a look at the," and they're like, "Well, like, what's going on here?" So I think, like, you kinda, like, lead them down the path and, like, throughout some of the video, I'm like, "Don't worry, we're gonna get to what the app looks like in just a second, but I wanna show you this first," and, like, kinda just, like it's almost like a YouTube video, like, you just weave them along, like, "Hey, like, here are 5 things, we're gonna save the best one for last." You're like, "Ah, like, what's the last one?" Like, maybe you skip ahead or whatever. I forgot who said this tip too, like, I've kinda stopped doing unboxing videos, but someone was just like, "Oh," like, you could be like, "Hey, if you wanna see what's in the box, like, just put that footage at the end." Just the unboxing, be like, "Hey, like, if you wanna see the
Yeah.
unboxing, like, skip to the end, like, if you don't care about that and you know you wanna buy this, like, you don't need to see that."
It's funny because a lot of my videos start off with, "Now don't worry," because the eyelash video, super saturated, older product, but I'm in that top carousel. But it was, "Now don't worry, because I'm gonna answer all of the questions you have that nobody else seems to be answering." And then I go
Ooh, that's
into
That's a
it.
good, I
really good
like that.
title. What
Yeah.
nobody else is saying about this,
Yeah.
or
Well,
what
because it's
nobody will
true,
tell you.
because I didn't know how to put the darn lashes on for the longest time, and I kept waiting for more videos to circulate in the carousel. I was checking YouTube for tutorials, and yeah, I had the hardest time with those.
That's what I noticed too, like, on some of the videos that, like I've noticed this a lot with Creator Connection stuff. It's like, if you're looking on the videos on the carousel and no one shows, like, how to install it or how to put together, it's usually super complicated. Like, if I'm looking
Mhm.
for samples and stuff, I'm like, "No one's shown, like, how to do this," like, I am not interested because there's probably, like,
Mhm.
100 pieces or, like, I'm just not interested in that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. So, okay, for this year, you're focusing on obviously quality. You're handpicking. Your product selection has been refined by purchasing some items. So, the sentiment right now on with this program ever since March 9th is in the gutter, right? I think that people don't really see the full potential of this program because of how reliant they were on that today's fetch. So what's one piece of advice that you can give people who are struggling, who may need, just maybe a tip to help them kind of like keep growing the business or help their mindset since today's the Halo sales were taken away with Career Connections.
Oh, it's, like, counterintuitive, or I don't know if that's the right word, but I would say, like, get out of the Facebook groups. Like, a lot of people,
Mhm.
like, seem that helpful. Like, to be honest, like, maybe it's different for me because like, I talk to Timo almost every day, and there's, like, 2 other people, and, like, we're just going back and forth with ideas. "Did you hear this? Did you hear that? Oh, that's not true." That like, find, like, a maybe 3 or 4 people and just talk to those people. Like, there are people, like, in these groups, like, giving tax advice. It's just, like, insane, like, some of the
It's all
advice they're giving,
bad.
and
It's
it's
all
all
bad.
bad, or, like,
Bad
people
tax
are like
advice.
I remember someone I helped, like, with the AIP program, I remember she's like, "I don't know why I'm not getting sales on this one thing," and she actually posted it in one of the groups, and I'm, like, looking at the comments and, like, all this, like, crazy shit. It's like, "You're not getting that because, like, there are multiple sellers on that listing, and, like, some of the sellers don't pay out the Creator Connections commissions." Like, there's only 1 seller on the listing. Like, it's very clear with Keepa. And then it turned out, like, it had variations on it, and, like, the one variation wasn't in Creator Connections. And there's, like, 30 comments and no one's said that. Everyone's like, "I don't know." It's like, dude, it's just a different variation that's not in Creator Connections. So I'd say, like, get out of the groups, and then, like, I think, like, you have to define, like, what you want from it, like, and what you're willing to put in. So, like, if you're not willing to put in a lot of work, like, I don't like, maybe you should, like, try something else, because I do think, like, it's still worth it, but, like, you get in what you put out. Like, I feel like maybe people watching this, like, I don't know if this is necessarily the takeaway. They're like, "Oh, I gotta make a 9-minute video." Like, that's not the point. Like, you have to make, like, a higher quality video than what's on the carousel, I feel
Yeah.
like. Um, but I think, like, you just have to be I think you have to move on. Like, Halo sales aren't coming back for creator connections campaigns. It's probably pretty clear at this point, and, like, trying to hold on to it, trying to find workarounds, trying to I don't even know, say we should reach out to the news and, like, just forget it.
Oh,
Like, someone,
That
lawsuit.
like, posted,
too.
like, all these contacts of, like, news outlets. They're like, "Oh, we
Seen
should
that.
all email." I'm like, "Dude, like, you coulda made 10 videos while you're, like, collecting all this, like,
And here's
information."
the thing, Amazon really does not care. They do
No, they
not
don't
care.
care at
Not
all.
one bit what any of us have to say, think, or tell, or talk to, they do not care. This is their program, their sandbox. If we're willing to participate, we have to play by their rules. Even though we don't agree with the rules, if you wanna make, income with this, that's the reality of this program. If you
Yeah,
don't
I
like
would
it, you know.
Exactly. I would say, like, focus on what you can control, and the only thing that you control that's gonna make you money is to make videos on products that sell. That's all you should
That's
focus
it.
on. Like, you
And I
see
feel like
people, "Oh, did you get, like, the creator connections? Like, my connections aren't there. Like, is anyone else seeing this?" Like, it's like, "Bro, they'll update it." Like, you have 60 days to go sort it out with Amazon if they don't, like, give you the creator connections commissions for that day, or, like, it's just, like, crazy, like, the amount of people, like, what they focus on, and, like, "Oh, like, did anyone else get a return?" It's like, "Bro, I don't even know if anyone's returning things, like, I don't care." Like, "Oh, am I" like, now it's getting, like, a little bit more things, but it's like, "Oh, am I on the carousel? Am I not on the carousel?" It's just, like, it's different for everyone, like, it doesn't matter, like, are you on the carousel? Are you making sales on that product? That's how you know whether you're on the carousel or not. So I think, like,
Mhm.
if you just focused on, like, okay, like, how do I find products, or how do I get products? You have to figure out, are you gonna buy them? Are you gonna go to Airbnb? Or are you gonna, like, pound creator connections? And you gotta figure out what is best for you. The name of the game is you have to be making videos consistently on things that sell. Like, just figure that
That's it.
out. Like,
That's it.
don't that's all you need to figure out. Like, I don't know what else to, like, tell everyone. I think that's it, and, like, the whole, like, complaining and this and that, and I think, like, also too, like, be willing to invest in, like, software. Like, it drives me nuts, like, should I get Oink Pro? It's like, dude, it's like $30. Like, you could literally make that
Yeah, I
back in the
know, I
Creator
see that all
Connections
the time.
pitch. Like,
Yeah.
it's just kinda, like, insane to me that, like, we have these, like, conversations and, like, all this other stuff. So I think, like, that's another thing too, like, you might have to, like, start treating it like a business. You gotta put work
Yes.
in, you're gonna have to do shit you don't wanna do, like, it's just gonna become this, like, whole thing. But I do think, like, I would say don't give up for sure, but, like, I don't know, I think you just have to get over it and just make high quality videos on things that sell, and just
A
focus on that.
And I wanna add something to this real quick, but it might sound a little strange, but I do know a few people that seem to be addicted to the information to where they're not actually doing any of the work. They're watching all of these interviews, but they're watching so many in a day and seeing people say different things so that they actually just sit there like information overload and they don't actually do anything. And I've had to tell them like, "Okay, no more watching interviews for a little bit, and just why don't you just start, creating your content and just getting it up there." So, it's
And I
another
think,
thing.
just to go off of that too is, like, oh, this is a tough one to say out loud, but almost because me and Timo are actually talking about someone today, and we're like, "There's no way that storefront pulls in that amount of money." Like, from based on what we're seeing. So, like, even though someone says they're making, like, 10 grand or whatever they're making, like, it doesn't mean that there could be other ways. Like, we don't know how they get to that number per
Mhm.
se. So a lot of people would be like, "Oh, how is this person making this?" I'm like, "I don't think they are." Like, I hope they are, but, like, I don't see it. So, like,
We gotta
Right.
figure in there for
focus on
sale.
yourself. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like, me thinking about how much Timo and Ashley are making, like, does me no good. Like, I just
Mm.
gotta put my head down and work. It doesn't really matter what they're making.
And that's the one thing that we all have in common. every, with yourself, with Ashley, with every guest that we've had on that does Amazon Influencer Program, is the one thing we all have in common is that we consistently make content. We shut out all the noise, log off of Facebook groups, turn off the notifications, peek your head in there every once in a while, but it's toxic in there. I ain't gonna lie, because it's just all negativity. Well, not all negativity, right? There's some positive in there. But my case in point is creating quality videos, right? You don't, like John said, you don't from this interview, you shouldn't take away that you need to be making 10, 15-minute videos. That's not what we're saying, right? What we're saying is the 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 quality of your videos should match or be better than what your competition is doing on the carousel. Number one, and number two is decide to make content for products that are selling. That's a big part of this. So that's the one thing we all have in common. We focus our time and energy not on complaining about Halo sales, complaining about reporting, even though it does suck. I'm not saying it doesn't, because it does. Like, I hate not being able to see what's returned, or what's actually selling. I hate it, but this is the reality of the program, right? We kind of have to work with what we got. But the one thing that remains true is when you do that and you create content, create videos for stuff that's selling, you will find success in this program. You just have to be consistent, and you have to be willing to put a little bit more effort than some of your counterparts or your competition in this program.
Yeah, and I would
So
say, like, also know, I mean, I know you guys know this, but there are people who you don't know their names, they're not in the groups, they might be in the groups, they don't say shit, and they're doing
right,
15, 20. I mean, we talk about it and you're like, "Yeah, they said they wouldn't come on the podcast," or like, they don't wanna talk about it and, like, they're doing some good things or whatever, but, like, yeah, I wouldn't be like, yeah, stay out of the groups. Like, you'll say, "Oh, like, are you getting samples? I'm not getting," and then everyone's like, "Oh, I'm not getting any," like, you don't need that. Like, there are so many people out there that are crushing it, and I feel like it's almost a decision you have to make. Like, I feel like I've kinda turned that corner where it's just like, "You know what?" Like, I almost feel too, it's almost like a relief because, like, Halo sales, like Rob always says, that's not a strategy. Like, it's like a bonus. Like, you can't control your Halo sales. Everyone's like, "Oh, well, the more videos you make, you might get a," like, yeah, whatever. But like, I can control like investing in products or how many messages I send out every day to creator connections or like making high quality videos or whatever. So I think that is kind of like you got to figure out like what you can control. And I think it's much easier to like be like, you know what, that's gone. So now I have to figure out a way to like make up that money and, like, you gotta figure out what that is for you.
for sure, for sure. And I think, yeah, I still think this opportunity with Amazon is alive and well. I mean, actually, we will be diversifying a little bit, but we're still all in on Amazon Influencer Program because there's the opportunity is still alive and well. And to your point, really quick, I kind of want to touch that. So there is some heavy hitters in that OIN group, both of them, and there's some heavy hitters that are not in the groups that use the extension, and we're talking like 30, 40, 50K a month. Some of these offsite people, and they're quiet. Why? Because they're busy working on their business, creating content, sharing daily deals if that's what they do, offsite content. The one takeaway is just put your head down, all the noise, shut out all the noise, and just focus on what you can control, which is creating videos, good quality videos on stuff that's selling, for sure. So, anything else, Ashley, you want to add?
No? Do you have any plans to diversify?
A little bit. So, like, I'll probably start do like, Pinterest. I thought about doing, like, offsite and, like, a Facebook group, but, like, I don't know. We talked to Timo a lot about it. We kinda came to the conclusion, like, I don't know if that's, like, the move for right now. Maybe, like, a little TikTok shop, but I don't it's, like, funny, like, I was kinda like, "Oh, yeah, I really need to do something offsite, this and," but then, like, when I started, like, investing, I'm like, "Damn, like, this is, like, very doable."
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like I don't wanna be, like, investing. What does that mean? Like, this month I've probably spent, like, $700. So we're not talking, like, 3, 4 grand. Like, I don't know if people assume that or not. But, like, for example, there's something I bought for 30 that has now, like, in 4 weeks, have made me, like, 300, or no, it's, like, $400. So, like, 10x. Like, It's insane, like, something like that, and, like, we're just 4 weeks into this, like, this thing goes to, like, December. I don't know if I'll stay on the carousel to December, but, like, I think that's, like, something to, like, that kinda opened my eyes, where it's just
Yeah.
like, "Hey, like, okay, this is different, it's gonna be harder to find these products." Kinda the more I'm going through it, like, high quality content, like, I used to look at people and be like, "Oh, like, I don't get it, like, how could you only make 5 videos a day? Like, that makes no sense." Like, but then, like, you do it and you're like, "Oh, okay," like,
Now I
a
see
high
why.
quality video, like, obviously depends on what you're doing, like, the thing I was doing the other day, like, you have to install it, like, it's just a whole thing, but, I think that's, like, a huge takeaway. It's like, there is a path forward, and I think sometimes too, it's like, when things get hard, people are like, "Oh, I gotta go to the next opportunity," and you gotta, like,
Yeah.
build all over again. I think for this, it's just like took me, like, 6 to 8 weeks to kinda, like, wrap my head around it, and maybe it's because that took, like, time for, like, the investments to, like, pay off and, like, and not all the investments are good. I've definitely lost money on some stuff, but I do think it's
You get
like,
better.
okay, there is a path forward here where it's just like, yeah, like, you could put money in, and then you could get a lot more out, and I think you don't have that control with the creator connections. Like,
Mhm.
you just don't, and, like, I think going after more established products that have, like, a long keep a history, like, talking over, like, 365 days, good
Yeah.
sales, not out of stock. I think when you could, like, really, really control what you get, then you have so much more control. And, like, when you buy the products too, it's like, I don't know, you always have the chance to make another video if you wanted to, or back
Mhm.
and forth, instead of, like, the churn and burn with, like, creator connections. I think you just feel better. Like, I feel like when I was doing, like, 20, 30, I'm just like, I used to have this thing where I'd be like, "I'm gonna post all the ones that I think suck first, and then, like, the ones that are better last, so, like, those are the last ones on, like, the homepage." Now I'm like, every video is freaking good. Like, I don't care, you know me, I want everyone to, like, watch them, so I do think, it's just crazy to, like, look back and, like, some of the videos, I'm like, "Damn, that's a shitty
Can't
video."
believe I did that. Yeah, I'm actually deleting some. Like I have my VA go through all my unavailable videos, and it's all
Really?
older videos that I did at Airbnbs or Career Connection samples. But um, we have a list, and she usually tries to find a product that's similar or the same. And if she doesn't, then I she puts it on the spreadsheet, and then I look over it. If I see it's usually like the older videos that it's like this one-off product that wasn't even selling, it's no longer on Amazon, and there's nothing. So I just go and I just delete it, so it won't pop up again when I do the check. Because I look at the clicks, and that video has gotten 0 clicks since I uploaded it 2 years ago. So, this is when my understanding of Amazon influencer was just like review everything and anything you could get your hands on, right? Now that has kind of shifted, kind of what we've been talking about on this podcast is handpicking products that, meet the criteria. But yeah, you know, I think, to sum all this up, opportunity is still alive and well, work and you will see results. You will get what you want to get
I
for sure.
still have this backlog of old Airbnb videos that I haven't posted yet, and I feel like I don't even wanna post them.
Are the products that are selling?
No, like, just old ones in my phone that I haven't ever gotten up yet, you know?
Just delete, move on,
I have, like, a
unless they're
whole
selling.
slog too of, like,
I
YouTube.
need them because my sister is coming, the day after. Oh, no, my sister's coming tomorrow, and so, she has us super booked up with all this stuff to do, so I think I'm just gonna post, like, just Airbnb videos during that time to, like, stay relevant. I don't know.
You could probably sell them, like, on the Facebook group, be like, "Hey, anybody want 100 videos?"
That's
Oh,
true.
You know?
maybe.
That's
I
true.
mean, I still like Airbnbs because I'm able to do, like, the higher, like, the patio, like, summer's coming up, so, like, the patio furniture,
No, but
all the cool stuff.
now I can go to the Airbnbs once in a while and make much better videos, but the backlogs that I have, those 30-second clips that I
Oh,
was
yeah.
just looping,
That's
you know?
rough.
I
That's rough.
know, I have, like, 300 left.
Wow.
I never uploaded all my videos to YouTube, like, I have a like, probably, like, I don't even know if it's, like, 2,000 that weren't up there, but I'm, like, embarrassed to put them on YouTube now. I'm like, "I can't." Like,
Yeah.
because it's, like, stupid. It's like, "Look, you got worse." It's like, "What the hell
It's
happened?"
funny because
Yeah.
I
So
got a
I'm like, "I
comment the
can't
other
do it
day.
now."
I got a comment on my YouTube the other day. It was a bathroom fan. It was a 30-second video, right? It was an older video. It was right when I first started. It was a bathroom fan, right, with the light. And I forgot the video was even up on YouTube, but I got a comment and said, it said, this video,
Oh, no.
it said, it said, this video did not help me one bit. At least turn the damn thing on.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
Because I was like, I just got my phone and I was just like, okay, the ceiling fan is it's nice. It's easy to install, right? But I didn't even turn out. He goes, this video did not help me. At least turn the damn thing on.
That's the YouTube
Come a
people
long
could be,
ways.
like,
I've come a long
brutal.
ways.
Yeah, I get, like, these crazy YouTube comments from, like, some of the, like, there's this one that's, like, probably one of the most viewed videos, and it was, like, from a set of, like, lavalier microphones. And, like, I forget what the brand is, but, like, every YouTube comment's like, "They don't work. They don't work. Like, you obviously didn't test these, like, they don't work." I, like, wanted to delete the video, but I was like, "I don't know if they don't or don't because I didn't connect them." Like, I was like, "Oh, this is what you get." Like, "Oh, you just connected via Bluetooth." This is, like, way back in the day. I was like, "Oh, you just clip it," and then, like, there's, like, 40 comments like, "This doesn't work," like, oh my god. But, like, I kinda just keep it because I laugh every time I get, like, a
Yeah, for sure. We've come a long ways. It's part of
I'm
the,
scared to read
growing
my
in this
YouTube
program.
comments now. I just
All right.
ignore.
So we're coming up on actually, man, we spent some time talking today. So, really quick, you've been in this online space now for some time. So I always like to ask the guests, what has making money online, what has the Amazon Influencer Program enabled you to do with your lifestyle, with how you live your life, your freedom. What has this program done for you now that you're making a full-time income with this?
Yeah, I really like the program because it's just, like, super flexible. I could, like, work when I want, make videos when I want. When I was doing, like, a lot of Airbnbs too, like, it just made it, like, I don't know, we'd make, like, an experience out of it. Like, we'd go to, like, a baseball game or something because it's like, well, like, I'm gonna go to this Airbnb anyway, like, I have to pay for it anyway, so, like, we might as well make, like, a little trip out of it. So just, like, stuff like that or, like, going to, like if we're going somewhere, like, I wanna stay in an Airbnb, and it's so much better than staying in a hotel. So, like that, but, like, just the freedom, like, just to be able, like good example would be, like, it was a couple months ago, my friend, he lives, like, 40 minutes away. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna be in your, area, like, I took off today. Like, you wanna go grab a beer at the brewery at, like, 1:30?" Right? You can't do that working a 9 to 5. And I was just like, "Damn." I literally just like, "Yeah, man, like, whatever." And, like, I was just like nothing happened, I made videos in the morning, went, did that, hung out, had a great time. But, like, I feel like sometimes with, like, FBA, like, you don't really have that. Like, there's always problems, things are breaking, like, you don't really have that with the influencer program. Like,
Right.
your worst case scenario is, like, you gotta, like if you saved all your videos, you're gonna have to re-upload them again. Right? With Amazon FBA, you could be out 100 grand, um, not know when you're
Yeah.
gonna get your money back, your inventory back. Like, this is just, like and I think for most people too, it's like I don't know, sometimes it could feel weird, like, when you complain about stuff, it's like, dude, like, the opportunity is crazy, like, to make a video or, like, to get something for free and, like, just have, like, time freedom. I think that's, like, the craziest part for me. Like, just
Crazy
to be,
part.
like, sporadic and be like, "Hey, like, let's just not do anything today and, like, go do XYZ," and, like, just the flexibility of that. Like, if there's a sale, like a Labor Day sale for Kohl's, like, you gotta shop it then, right? Like, I always felt like with FBA, like, you're working on the holiday because that's when all the
Mhm.
big sales are. For this, it's
Right.
like, if you did your videos, like, your commissions skyrocket on the holidays because everyone's buying. So, it's
Yeah.
kinda the opposite, and I really like that.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. That's true. Well, thank you, John, for taking the time out of your busy day to
Yeah,
sit
of course.
down and share sauce because you shared a lot of sauce today with us. Be sure to make sure you guys follow John, the Side Hustle Experiment podcast. One of the takeaways I got from your podcast is there is a plethora of different opportunities to make money online. You've had Amazon influencers, FBA, you've had TikTok shop affiliates on there. You've had a bunch of
Everyone.
people that make money different ways online. So if you guys want to learn how to, maybe diversify out of Amazon, go to John's podcast, look at some of the different interviews he has. He has tons of great interviews with his partner, Andrew. Andrew, right?
Yeah, Drew.
Drew. So thank you again, John, for, joining us today. And
Thank you, Jen.
thank you. We will see you guys on the next one.
Thanks for having me.